Now let's talk about push notifications. News items are used to power push notifications, and you can create them in a few places. First, you can create news on any news tab, and you can send that news as a push. This type of push will reach every app user who has allowed notifications on their device. Secondly, group and event detail views have news as well. These are news items just like on news tabs, and they can be sent as push. The difference is the pushes will only go to those users who are following that group or event. This is an important distinction, and it is how you can send targeted push to groups of users. Check out the groups and events videos for more details on this. But let's walk through how to send a global push. I could create my push again using any one of these tabs because they're all news tabs. I'm going to use the manual and polls tab here. You click your gear icon and you can select add news. A couple things to point out as we go through this. First, your news can be of various layouts. When it's sent as a push, the subject and message is what will hit the phone. But when the user taps on that and loads the news item, things like the avatar design, banner image, that's where that design comes in, and they'll be able to see that. So let's just create a plain text one. As I walk through this, notice our other subtabs here. We have the call to action, so you can equip your news item with a tappable element that will take people to a place that you choose, an external URL. So here's the list of what it could be. You could take them to another location inside your app, an outside URL. You could launch an email with the to field already filled. You could launch the phone dialer on the phone with the number already filled. You can launch a map with the location that you create. The side menu launcher, app share. These are covered in the call to action video. Then you have a preview tab where you can see what your news item will look like once it's published to your news tab. And you have a scheduling option. So this allows you to set your news item for publication in the future, and that includes sending it as a push. So you can choose, for example, the publish and notify feature, which will send it as a push, but if you've set the date and time on this tab, it will not send the push until the date and time of your choosing. So here on the Publication tab, we have three options. We can save the item as a draft, so let's do that. If I click back, it's not published, clearly, but you can get back to it through your pending items. Again, that's just here under the gear icon. Select pending items. There's my pending item. I can select it, pops up the news modal, so that's what it'll look like when people select it when it's published. I can edit it again, get back to my publication. Now I'm ready to send it as a push. So I also have the publish silently option, which will just put it in the news tab for all to see. But let's publish and notify. It confirms you're really ready to send it because you cannot pull it back. Once it's out the door, I'll send it. And you can see on my device over here that my push has hit my phone, and on my manager it actually gives me real-time feedback as to the number of total messages sent, and it also actually will give you stats on opens. So if I tap this on my phone, it launches the app and it loads the news modal. There's my push, and since I've opened it, now my feedback tells me that it's been opened on Android. So this will give me unique open counts for each news item, or for this news item. And that includes when people actually navigate over to the news item and tap on it. Now, since I've already opened it, it does not double count me. It only counts unique opens.